Hi, I'm Adam, and this is a local's guide to the Chicago's food scene, part 2.
Chicago style hot dog, Kaiser roll, Vienna beef sausage. Those are two very important things. Besides those, you can kind of, if you're not from Chicago, you can just add everything at will. Everything you can get at the grocery store. But so you're thinking something clever, but got distracted by the deliciousness. Stupid. Anyway, Chicago style hot dog. I have lived in Chicago for 14 years. I understand that you are not allowed to add ketchup or mustard. Just ketchup, mustard on a hot dog. I have asked a lot of people, including the internet, and never got to know why or how. I know that the justification is you have relish on here, you have pickles on here, you have peppers on here that are all sweet enough to not need hot sauce or a mustard. Hot. There are things on here that are sweet enough to offset the fact that you don't need a ketchup. I do not understand how that came to be. All I know is that it is, delicious. I mean, so good. I don't know if you see that, but also there's a lot of people. It's the outdoor seating place. It's lunchtime. Everybody's here. This place is 90% full. But I like this spot. It's very universal. They deliver every time very similar whether you go to any location. They also have locations in Arizona. I know that they have locations in Indiana, probably Michigan, Wisconsin as well. I know that they're always growing and learning, and they have very good, consistent, every time you're gonna get it, it's gonna be as delicious as the one right now. But with that being said, it doesn't matter if you go to a greasy spoon place or a proper restaurant or a food cart, you're gonna get the same experience, the same type of food. I'm just coming in here today, especially because it's warm and I can make a nice video as opposed to just whatever. But I mean, you can go to any number of 500 places in Chicago that serve this exact hot dog, and if you get the same style, you're gonna be good. That's a good thing about this. And as long as you nail the bun, there's a Kaiser roll. The meat is beef, not pork, or a mixture, whatever. Those are the two big ingredients, and you can get those in the grocery stores anywhere, whether you're in Chicago, California, or India. It doesn't matter. And you can get peppers and relish and tomatoes from anywhere. But with that being said, there is, I'm assuming it's for the French fries, but they do serve ketchup there. It would be looked at weirdly if you were not a child. But with that being said, I don't think anybody's gonna punch you in the face if you do. They're just gonna know you're not from here. Also, if you go to a baseball stadium or football stadium or probably basketball hockey stadium, stadium dogs are very normal for what you consider everything. When you get them passed down the road, you get a hot dog, ketchup, mustard, and relish. And those are your options unless you want to go to the concession stand and add onions or relish or whatever. But at the stadium, nobody cares what's happening and what kind of food you're ordering. Everybody's supposed to have a good time. Which is phenomenal. And it's big enough where I'm going to easily get 2 meals out of it. It'd be nice if you could be here and join it with beef. Have an Italian beef sandwich. It's so good. The origin of this goes back to the Depression days when people needed to spend money and spread it out as much as you could. But basically, it was. Save this one later. But basically, the original story of it is some wedding caterer back in the day was they were called peanut weddings, and that was basically they just they were called peanut weddings because, and I looked this up an hour ago because I had never heard of this. But basically, their weddings are such a low budget that they had church weddings and church basement receptions, or home weddings or home basement receptions, served sandwiches and peanuts. So that's where they got called peanut weddings. But they had this very nice chuck beef steak or chuck beef roast that was what this is now instead. It was like, you know what, I can get you, we can go a lot further if we slice this up really nicely and put it on a nice roll, and then dip some juice sauce on it. And I want you to not think of this as a very depressing story about a depression era thing. I want you to think about this as, this sandwich is so delicious. It has a bad origin story, and it still is the flagship item that a lot, 100 stores in Chicago have for 100 years. This is very much a Chicago thing, but it is very simple. An Italian or French roll, and it's important for structural integrity. Very thin slices of beef, of the roast. I have peppers, but that's because they're like kind of a little spicy. You don't have to have them. You don't have them if not in front of you. And then just a little cheese sauce to do that. But it's good. I got excited before doing this, and I should have done opened it all up before. But that's all it is. I can't cook at all. I give myself food poisoning all the time. I can make this at home, so you don't have to come to Chicago for this. It's just pretty good. My only complaint is that I can only order one sandwich at a time, because again, it took me 5 minutes to walk here from my place, but it doesn't last very long. We gotta come in here like once or twice a week to get fresh stuff, because they don't last super long for the other if you put any sauce on it. But yeah, it is absolutely delicious. The other reason I came to Portillo is they have the worst kept secret in Chicago, and everybody looks at it here knows. There is a single best dessert in Chicago, and it's at Portillo's. It doesn't matter if you have it.
Please subscribe for more.